Hello, people of the internet.
Welcome to the show.
He's P, I'm J. This is the P and J Show. Well, another week in Waterloo, another week of no news. Actually, there was some news this week. I heard of a rainstorm maybe coming in later. I don't know.
We'll have to check in with Hayden Bender later with the weather.
Yes, we would like to announce a new member of the crew. You'll see him a little bit later. Mr. Hayden Bender is a new, permanent crew member for the weather.
He's our specialized meteorologist.
Came in straight from Chicago.
It's a rough
10
area
years
up
of
there.
10 years of study
At CNN.
of cumulus clouds and weather and
Wow.
whatnot.
He just studied clouds.
He just studied clouds. Actually, our main talking point today is,
We need to
just-
save Christmas, people.
it just seems like Christmas spirit is going down the drain. It really is. It seems like it's dying. Maybe not dying, but it's not where it should be, if you know what I mean. So what me and Philip have decided to do is we're going to go ahead and save Christmas.
We have volunteered for this. We don't get paid. It's
How
a strictly volunteer
Do you
effort.
save Christmas, you may ask? Simple. Buying cheap Christmas shirts.
Wearing them in December.
Possibly lighting up our hallways with Christmas lights. We haven't had
The authorization yet.
the authorization from the school board, or we are going to wear onesies on the last day of school. You heard me correctly, onesies on the last day of exams. We've already got 4 or 5 brave souls.
And we'll be sporting these Christmas hats every morning.
Every morning, every crisp, cold December morning, we will be wearing the Christmas hats to keep our ears warm. And now to our newest member and his first ever, maybe last, maybe just first ever weather broadcast, Mr. Hayden Bender.
Let's see how he does before making judgments.
Let's see how he does. Due to unfortunate financial errors, we were unable to afford adhesive for this week's episode. So we've got me and an intern holding up this paper for Hayden to do his weather broadcast. Go ahead.
Well, it's starting to get a little chilly through here. Got a little snow up in here and up in here.
Saw that on the news.
There's some cold fronts coming in through here,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe a little more snow over through here. That sounds about right.
I'm going to be a little frank here. It looks like you just drew a dog up on top of our map here. You didn't really do any weather broadcasting.
Hold on, folks. I'm getting reports of a storm coming through. Sir, what are you doing?
I'm out here trying to put together a tree.
You gotta get inside. It's not safe out here.
Okay.
Storm's coming.
Okay.
I wonder where that rain is.
That's it right here.
Doesn't matter if this is still recording.
No.
Can you see this from here? I don't think you can.
Put it down. Scoot it back a little bit. Now you can.
Wow. Makes me want to
Stay
close up
inside.
the windows and stay inside.
Well, why are your windows open in December anyways?
It's letting the cold out. Okay, so it has come to that time of the year. We don't have enough money. We're running out of money. So
All right,
we're trying to suck as much money out of this as we can, as you all know. So
Well, the truth is that we want to buy a green screen so we can further entertain you folks at home with something fun and
I
fantastic.
wasn't aware of this. I think that's just a cover for Philip to buy useless things like Christmas hats and whatnot. New merchandise we have out here today. There's a few things here and there you may notice in the show, but notice it is all for sale through our great marketing genius, Grayson Mears. We also have, at the moment, right now, we are fully stocked in long sleeve t-shirts.
Yep.
Go ahead and DM us on our Twitter account if you want one.
If you're watching the weather segment, you know it's going to be a bit cold.
Yep.
The next
It's going to be
few
a bit
months.
nippy.
So I want to
Slip on the long sleeves.
Yep. Keep those babies warm.
And now we're going to go to our
Fan
esteemed
favorite.
cobbler. Some have called him a fan favorite. I think they were paid. But he is Mr. Griffin Lindhart with Sports and Political.
I'm Griffin Linhart, and I'm back with your daily dose of politics and sports. So this week, throughout college towns in America and other high schools, students have really been voicing their, the word I would describe it as, discontent as Trump is now going to be the next president. So it's really a good place for them to just complain and voice their opinion, and it hasn't really gone anywhere. The liberals now are actually protesting at Starbucks. Their new protest is, if you don't know Starbucks, you give the person who takes your order your name. Bartista, thank you, Dodd. And then they write it on their cup. And most people have been writing Trump on their cups. Don't really know how this is a protest because the liberals are actually giving to Starbucks, so can't really figure that one out. And further coverage on Trump, he's putting together his political cabinet for the presidency, and we'll have more coverage on that next week. Now we transition into sports. I'd like to bring in Eli Dodd, a member of the Waterloo basketball team. For those of you who aren't familiar with Eli, this is the same man Ross Schrader dogged in 2 episodes ago. Eli, good to have you here.
Nice to meet you. Back to the orange and black game. What you got anything you want to say? Because I feel like JV really performed pretty well, but varsity just...
I believe it, as me being on the P&J show, it's my job to provide insight, and then you can provide color commentary. So can we stick to our roles here?
All right, fair enough.
So could just give a general summary of the game to the viewers of the P&J show about the orange and black scrimmage.
So basically JV came out hard. They were fighting like Bulldogs normally do. Varsity had zero spark in them, just like last year. Then again, they didn't have me on their team. Coach decided to put me on JV. Can't control that, but I played my heart out there, and it really showed with my 10 points. And I got on that court, and I said, this is my court. This is nobody else's court. So I just came out there. I bit, I chewed, I clawed, and I almost won.
It sounds like you were endorsing dogfighting, and being a sports analyst like I am, I believe Michael Vick got in trouble for that a couple of years ago. Do you have any comment on that?
See, the problem was Michael Vick got caught.
So you're saying don't get caught.
Always.
Always get caught.
Never.
Never get caught.
Never get caught.
Were there anything that surprised you at the orange and black game?
Ross Schrader missed a dunk. Actually, never mind. Scratch that. That didn't surprise me.
Alright, well, it's been a real pleasure having you on the show, Eli.
You too.
And to close out sports, the running back for South Carolina State, I read this on the internet today, it has to be true, he's 55 years old and he rushed for 3 yards. That is 3 more yards than the Columbia football team rushed for this week. I'm Griffin Linhart, and this has been your sports and political coverage.
The returning category that everybody loves, Urban Dictionary Words of the Week, and the mailbag.
Our Urban Dictionary Word of the Week goes along with the political aspect of the show.
Mm-hmm.
It is Tronald Dump.
A giant, unavoidable bowel movement whose aftermath can clear an entire house and leaves its shocked victims in a mood as foul as its odor.
The police did not need to comfort the crowd with the riot gear because the assembly quickly and peacefully dispersed after a protester took a steamy Tronald dump on the Donald Trump sign, making any further presence in the vicinity too nauseating. I wouldn't want to run in one of those in public.
I wouldn't want to either. We've got 2 this week. We've got always confidential, always confidential. You should ride on the Santa float to spread cheer and goodwill through Waterloo.
Well, the Lou.
The Lou,
it's
but
slang for
I was gonna,
Waterloo.
because we don't have everybody from Waterloo. Doesn't, we may have viewers outside.
That's
of
why
Waterloo.
I just clarified.
Anyway.
Yeah, I've got an idea.
What?
Do you know what the best way to spread Christmas cheer is?
It's singing loud for all to hear.
Dun, 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 dun,
Here
dun,
comes
dun,
Santa
dun,
Claus,
dun,
here comes Santa Claus,
dun,
right
dun,
down
dun, dun, dun,
and
dun,
Blitzen
dun,
and all
dun,
his
dun,
reindeer
dun,
pulling
dun,
on the
dun,
reins.
dun,
Bells
dun,
are
dun,
ringing,
dun,
children
dun,
singing,
dun,
all
dun,
is
dun,
merry
dun,
and
dun,
bright. Hang on to your stockings and say a prayer, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight.
Oh,
Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Alrighty, folks, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this week.
Yep, it's been an honor having you.
It really has.
We'll be more consistent.
Yes, apologies for the last week's episode. It was Philip's fault, but it's okay. We came to you with a good episode this week, so we'll see you next week.
It was my fault.
Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't throw the mug.